We love hip hop.
So I got the Trumpster on the cover here. Obviously, we all know that Trump now, they bought him from Murcielago there in Florida. Salute to Fly High. What up? Calgary, what up? They bought him all the way from over there back to New York City, his original spot, his home, his original home, and said, yo, you're going to have to face these charges. Now, obviously, because he's a former president, they can't just throw him into Bing. It's like some kind of like hardened criminal. You know what I'm saying? Like there's security issues. Like niggas will shank him in the bullpen. You know what I'm saying? Who's that, Trump? Hold that. Yo, give me your sandwich, Trump. Like you're not seeing that. You know what I'm saying? That's not happening. Hold on. I just seen Whack 100 go live. But we'll save that. But yeah, you can't just have Trump just in the bullpen just with, you know, somebody who's avoiding tax evasion, another person who just shanked somebody down the street, you know, somebody who just got caught with a couple of keys in the trunk. Like, we can't have him in the same environments as these people. Not to say that, like, he's better than anybody, but, like, man was a president, fam. There's things that are intact when it comes to that, right? Security risks, right? So here's my thing on this whole thing. And for the people who don't know, it's for the misuse of funds. I guess he used money that close to campaign time that can be considered campaign funds that he's taking from the people, United people, anybody who lives in the States. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Sweet Tea. Salute to MH also. Right? And everybody, make sure to hit that like button. He had an affair with Stormy Daniels, porn star, everybody from back in the days might know who she is. Okay? And basically, he told her, shut the fuck up. Here's some money. Don't say nothing. Here, sign this NDA. All right? Big salute to Journey family. Zeti, what up? Right? Sign this NDA. Shut the F up. Hold his dick. All right? And in the Vlad TV interview, she's salty as hell. He was, oh, you little dick nigga. Oh my God. Oh my, he has such a small dick. Like, you weren't saying that when you were taking the bread from him. But I digress. My whole thing is that ain't shit. Nobody cares that the man got a little strange on the side. Okay? I don't even think that people care that he used campaign money to do it. That he gave her $100,000 out of the campaign money. In all actuality, yes, there's some people who are, you know, with all due respect, with all rights, you're using my campaign money for hush money. What are you doing, bro? Right? However, in the end of the day, is he using the campaign money to hide a body? You know what I'm saying? Was there children involved? Like, this is not the worst heinous crime that the man is on trial for or the man's being being charged of. He got some side pum-pum. In all actuality, even if he used your money, who cares? Right? So is it really, really, really the side pum-pum that everybody's trying to do this witch hunt on him for? Or is it just a big distraction? You know what I'm saying? Like, I never really thought it was that big of a deal. Road to Success says, American politics is the new reality TV show. Man, people are chiming in from all over the place. Oh my God. What's going to happen here? We're waiting outside. We're waiting to see what he's going to say. Who cares? He got some side pum-pum. Y'all niggas are really not that mad about that. We're all going to act and pretend like, yes, the media really needs to cover this, spend mad money to get this guy all over the place. Like, you know how much it costs to get even a former president moving around, get the Secret Service behind him, all that type of stuff? just to move him from point A to point B. That's thousands of dollars for every few hundreds of feet or hundreds of kilometers that you got to bring this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because you're paying for plane tickets, you're paying for hotels, you're paying for all types of shit, or you're paying for even gas for the plane that they're using. It's not really that much of a big deal that you have to spend thousands of dollars to move this nigga around to bring him into court. Your journey family chat. The side pum pum is the best pum pum. I would not know anything about that. You know what I'm saying? Road to Success is the Johnny Depp part 2. It's possible. It's definitely possible. But I just think it's a grand distraction. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that that's the real problem. You know, don't get me wrong. I'm not super deep into the politics. There might be a whole bunch of things. Well, Friday, you don't know. This is actually what the real problem is. From the outside, it seems like a witch hunt, okay? And I am neither a Trump supporter or a Trump hater. You know what I'm saying? I think the nigga's funny as hell. Whether he's racist or not, don't care. You know what I'm saying? But to me, it's the news story at hand. As a media person, you know what I'm saying, who when I look to see, okay, what's really worth being a news story? Now, if he's like I said, if he's responsible for hiding a body, let's go. You know what I'm saying? If he was on the island with the Epsteins, and now we got the pictures of Trumpy and with next to like an underage chick, let's go. Go get him. But a nigga gets some pussy on the side, and we don't even know if it was on the side. His wife could have fully known about it. He might have just been paying her the money just to shut up. Not to shut up from his wife, just to shut up to the public. All right? A lot of the times when it comes to these people, these celebrities, the hush money don't be for their significant others so that their significant other doesn't find out. Okay? A lot of the times, especially when they met them when they're rich, they're like, yo, this nigga's rich. He's probably getting some side puss. Okay? But if it becomes something public, then it's an embarrassment. All right? It's not only an embarrassment to the wife and whatever. I know, with all due respect, more times, a woman could be cheated on and, or not more times, but it happens that a woman could be cheated on and she stays. Even if it wasn't an agreement. She found out, oh my God, he got some strange behind her back. Okay? It doesn't necessarily mean that's the end of the marriage. But from a public perspective, if you're a public figure, and now this type of private issue becomes outside of the house, now it has to be addressed because everybody's in on it now. Everybody knows and everybody's chiming in. But if it was something that was just between the household, it wouldn't be looked at as such a big deal. If it wasn't two public figures or a public figure who's in the incident or in the thing, it's like Tyrone don't gotta pay $100,000 to make sure that Becky shuts the fuck up so she don't say nothing about them fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't have to sign an NDA. He's just Tyrone. You know what I'm saying? He just works at the Stop and Go, or he works at the Walmart or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He don't have to sign an NDA. But if you're Donald Trump, if you're, I don't know, Drake, Michael Jackson, any of these big high-profile niggas, you can't be letting everybody know what's going on in the crib. You can't even let everybody know how your stroke is. You might have a weird stroke. It might take you a different way to get to the promised land, and it might be a little weird or something. NDA up. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James, right? You never know some of these things of why the person needs the NDA. It don't necessarily mean because I don't want my wife to know. She might be right there watching on some freaky shit. You know what I'm saying? But we don't need the public to know this shit. So that's why a lot of times NDAs are signed. It's not because of wifey. It's because of us, the public. Because what we're going to do with the information once we get it. But bring it full circle to Trump. I could give a fuck if a nigga gets some side pussy. Who cares? And if you paid to tell the chick to shut up. You know what I'm saying? What do you think niggas pay prostitutes for? They don't pay them for the sex. They pay them to leave and they pay them to shut the fuck up. Can I get a witness? Am I wrong about this? Am I crazy about this? Like, I've heard this many times. They're not paid to come. They're paid to leave. And if you want to add something on top of it, they're paid to shut the fuck up. Because if you go and if you're LeBron James and you want to get some strange on the side, then you go up in your Instagram DMs and you try to holler at the shorty in the DMs. You can't guarantee that she'll keep quiet about it, even you DMing her in the first place. So if he is trying to keep it from his wife, well, guess what? Ding dong, you're caught. Because the regular old chick's like, oh shit. So a lot of these high profile politicians and all types of motherfuckers, they'll go straight to the whores. You know what I'm saying? What's your cash app? What's your cat? Here, me give you some cash so that now they can keep all of that shit a secret, bust a nut, go back home, control the country or control the city, do whatever they do. You feel me? I'm not telling niggas to go do it or whatever because it is what it is. But I'm not telling niggas not to neither. You see what happened with John Tory? If the nigga was getting himself a high price hoe or a fucking escort, he might have been sitting in the office right now, my nigga. Just saying. I'm just saying. So, you know, we'll keep our eyes open to see what's going on with this case right here. Like, you know, they'll push us into another distraction pocket again in another couple days when they decide what they're going to do with him. You know what I'm saying? Fly him all the way back to New York or fly him to wherever they got to fly him next. Get whatever amount of Secret Service to go on the roof here, roof there. You know what I'm saying? And we'll all just make sure to pay attention, I guess. You know what I'm saying? We love hip hop.